Good evening to all. We are in session of innovation in vehicle design and manufacturing, which focuses mainly on new ideas, methods, or solutions. These are streamlined in our presentation today as a sustainable paint shop partner. Sustainability is in public focus and will accompany us in the future. Sustainability is about being economically successful while strictly respecting ecological and social aspects, like being resource conserving, CO2 neutral production transformation, preserving nature and also biodiversity, and taking responsibility of our actions in well-being of our future generation. Implementation of sustainability goals is targeted in various laws and will be controlled by several authorities. Paris Climate Agreement offers the main guideline for transformation of the production to CO2 neutral and green energy resources. Three levers of control processes are emission limits like VOCs, CO, NOx, and wastewater, as well the cost control, which will be achieved by CO2 tax incentives by renewable energy or defining the green activities. Specifically focusing on automotive industry, mobility transition from IC to EV and to alternate energy sources is a central topic today. OEMs have formulated several sustainability goals in their particular, like CO2 neutral production, CO2 neutral vehicle fleet, and knowing the relevance, the OEMs are committing to ambitious sustainability targets, and they need to replace their combustion engine to EVs or powered by green fuels. They have a pressure to convert their production to CO2 neutrality and also pressure to keep the running cost under control. A shift from gas to green electricity is the easiest way to achieve and reduce the CO2 emission, but the cost of green electricity is 3 to 5 times more expensive than the gas. Thus, maximum energy efficiency is on priority. OEM sustainability targets are uncovered several potentials for sustainable paint shop, like saving resources, further reduce the water consumption by using the water-free solutions or exhaust recycling process in the paint shop, highly efficient paint application technology with low or even no overspray, minimize the emission and the waste, yet maximize the process efficiency by intelligent and compact layout, digitalize the whole process by intelligent monitoring and system linking on a real-time basis. This transformation of green energy sources. Today's topic will focus on three main topics in respecting the time. The first topic is on lower paint usage. Typically in paint shop, we have three situations where solvents are broadly used, and these are exhausted into the atmosphere as VOC emissions. Lowering the paint usage has direct impact on achieving the sustainability target of being resource efficient. This is beyond the operating cost benefit and the reduced maintenance. The key lies in shifting towards highly efficient paint application technology, such as conventional spray gun, which can be a manual or automatic or the electrostatic, to a well applicator process, which is highly energy efficient and having the highest paint transfer efficiency. Atomizer cleaning by having a well cleaner in which the 1K paint which is being purged for any color change, that can be collected into a specific cleaner system in which the waste solvent can be recovered for 1K paint, and instead of reusing it, it can be again preserved or can be treated, and through distillation process we can recover the waste solvent instead of wasting it into the atmosphere. This also can be done even for 2K application by spraying the paint in the purge box, which is flushed with the floor as we see in the photograph, and these particular paint particles of 2K being very complex part which dries up very fast, they can be arrested in a fiber filter arrangement inside the purge box, and the waste solvent can be again collected for the disposal. So with this, the VOC addition in the paint booth can be reduced, thus eliminating the exhaust into the atmosphere also can be controlled. Next is on the overspray free painting process can be adopted for special applications, which is without any masking and reprocessing of the parts. Thereby, you get the transfer efficiency 100%, and this is with the overspray technology. Dürr has developed a paint applicator which gives that particular 100% efficiency. If we take a look at EcoBell atomizer, which is a well applicator with a single channel application technology, it normally consumes during each color change cycle around 180 ml of solvent. And because it has got a long path of the paint to be flushed in the atomizer, it consumes more time and also results in paint wastage. Dürr has developed a two-channel concept and even further, which has got a very shortest path, and based on the high runner and the low runner paint, which is fed by two channels into the applicator, which is closest to the bell cup where the atomization takes place for the paint application, we have a possibility of optimizing the solvent usage to around 28 ml in comparison to 180 ml in 1K paints. This results into less consumption of the solvent and a saving potential of up to 80% compared to a single channel paint applicator system. And this is very critical when we look at two-wheeler and three-wheeler application, because the frequent color change is a very high demanding in case of two-wheeler application, plastic lines. Second topic is on the lower water usage. Pit type spray booth has been traditionally in there in the market for several decades now, and it consumes water and generates the wastewater, which is to be treated as a waste hazard. With wet sludge, which is generated due to overspray scrubbing in the wet scrubber, it is very labor intensive and has got maintenance and disposal issues. So it is often neglected and there is a resulting into a fire risk. Dürr has developed two dry scrubber technologies and they are implemented globally. And also in India, we are focusing currently on Eco Dry X concept, in which the water is eliminated and we have dry filtration media, which traps the oversprayed paint particles and they are easy to dispose. Especially in two and three-wheeler concept, we have a typical possibility of saving up to 60% of the energy consumption. EcoDryX has got a potential to reduce CO2 footprint by up to 40%, considering the life cycle energy consumption and the waste disposal. It also has potential to reduce the waste generation via saturated cardboard filter boxes, which is the heart of that particular system, by around 40%. And this is considering the disposal waste and incineration possibility. Further, it has got a potential to reduce the particulate emission which goes out into the atmosphere as through exhaust by high scrubbing efficiency and using different filtration stages. And this is to be considered that wet or a dry separation system doesn't reduce any VOC, but we have to look at the source at which the VOCs are generated. And as we discussed in the earlier slide, the application source is very important where we have to optimize the solvent usage. Last topic is on reduced emission. CO2 neutral oven is also a reality now. If we have a renewable energy source of electricity from wind, solar, or water, and biogenic natural gas if we have a fermentation plant of biogas through the natural gas grid. If we take an electricity part in the oven, air can be heated using compact electrical heater box, and oven exhaust can be treated for VOC treatment by electrical RTO, as we see in the picture here. This is already implemented in the automotive industry globally, and it eliminates the burners and gas supply handling challenges and the fire risk associated with the gas train and the gas system, and also the chimney, which is coming under lens of the pollution control board. On the other hand, if you have got a biogenic natural gas path, then oven can be done with a centralized heating and VOC treatment system by implementing TAR, a recuperative thermal oxidizer, which will be used as a heating as well as treating system of the VOCs. CO2 neutral oven concept can be realized in 3 ways. First is by fresh air heating using solar preheating for the oven air heat exchanger. And second is by using a hot air recirculation and the electrical heating system using electricity. And the last one is VOC exhaust treatment, which is via electrical RTO. A done reference of electrical heating system, which is integrated into oven heater box instead of heat exchangers, which is operated by gas, and typically in the range of up to 500 kilowatt, these heater boxes can be integrated. And oven exhaust, which has got a VOC, can be treated using electrical RTO. This is an innovation that has been already implemented globally, and it treats without the gas consumption. And it is a dual bed heating system, which is self-regulated for the VOCs. So immaterial of what kind of volume of VOCs that is getting generated, it has got a self-regulating concept, so it doesn't have any risk. A typical photograph of a containerized model of the heating system, which is for treating the VOCs, is what we have picturized here. So let's summarize it quickly. There are different levers of adapting the sustainable solution in the paint shop, and the process is the key fundamental impact, which is the obligation of paint process, which is driven by OEMs, and also the process material supplier, like paint, chemicals, and the technology usage. The use of right products and the equipment has a major impact on the efficiency and quality of the production process. The peak of the sustainable production is achieved by an intelligent interaction of the whole system in combination with the right digitalization to meet always the optimum energy mode set points. Dürr supplies everything from a single source, from application technology to the plant technology and exhaust air purification system. So let's reach your target of intelligent layout, digitalization for improved process efficiencies, and with reduced emission. Because the peak can only be reached together and in a strong team partnership. With this, I conclude this session, and thank you very much for your patient listening. We shall be happy to assist you. Do visit us in A1 stall 8. Thank you.